Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting the history, man. Bending reality, and hold these guys to a standard. And my goodness, man, we're going to talk about Paul George, man. This goof Paul George, man. This guy needs to shut up. They need to take this guy. These guys need to stop talking on these podcasts, man, because you sound stupid. And Paul George said that he felt like he was on the B team when he played for the Clippers as it relates to the Lakers and the Clippers dynamic. He said, I felt like I was on the B team. And he exposed himself, man, with these comments. And we're going to talk about how he exposed himself during these comments in this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel, guys. I am truly humbled, man, for real, guys. You truly humbled, man, for real, man. Thank you for all the support, guys, the comments, liking my videos. Shout out to everybody in the membership, everyone who's ever donated to my channel. Thank you, guys, for real, man. The true basketball fans, man. Thank you. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, this goof Paul George again, my God, man, my goodness gracious, I can't stand Paul George, guys. This guy might be the most overhyped, overrated athlete of this era. I mean, my goodness, man. Like, every time this dude speaks, he thinks he's funny. He thinks he's saying something cool, something witty, and all he does is expose himself. So I was listening to some comments that Paul George made. I believe it was on his podcast, Pandemic P podcast, whatever the hell it's called, is relevant. He's a big goof. Hey, take the microphone away from these fools, man. Get these guys off the podcast, man. My goodness. Anyway, this man said something about he felt like he was on the B team when he played for the Clippers. And like I said, as it relates to the Lakers and the Clippers. Now, we all know the Lakers and the Clippers share the city, right? They share the city, man, right? It's like the Yankees and the Mets, right? And they share the same arena. Share the same arena. They both play in the same arena. The crypto arena, whatever the hell it's called now, is irrelevant. And Paul George talked about the dynamic, about when he was in the LA playing for the Clippers and how he felt like he was on the B team when he was on the Clippers. And you expose yourself, Paul George, and has Paul George expose himself? Because once again, Paul George could have went to the Lakers, but he didn't go to the Lakers. He chose to go to the Clippers and join Kawhi Leonard. Right? Him and Kawhi Leonard both get exposed. He exposed both of them with these comments, man. And Paul George and Kawhi Leonard were on the Clippers, man. And what did they do in LA? They did nothing. The Clippers won nothing when he was there. They did literally nothing. As a matter of fact, I believe they blew a 3-1 deficit. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they blew a 3-1 deficit in one of those playoff series. I may be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that they did, man. And Paul George exposed himself. Because if you're going to sit there and say that you felt like you played for the B team, no duh, fool. You didn't realize that before you went to the Clippers, that they were considered the B team in LA, that they were not the main team in LA. You knew that already, you goof. But you went to the Clippers. Why? Because Kawhi Leonard was there, and you guys thought you were going to make some noise, man. You guys hyped each other up. I see Kawhi Leonard making his commercials, Paul George doing his podcast, and what happens? You get Pandemic P out there. You get this dude hitting the side of backboards. You get this dude doing absolutely nothing in the postseason. He's in and out of the lineup. He's frail. He's a goof. He's never there when you need him, Paul George. And now he leaves the Clippers and goes to Philadelphia and gets all this money. I told you, I don't know how the hell this man got this money. He does not deserve any of that money. This dude is a choke artist extraordinaire in the postseason, man. Once again, one of the most overhyped players in the history of this era, man. He's a straight goof, Paul George, man. But when you say that you felt like you were on the B team, then why didn't you change that dynamic? That's why y'all went there. You and Kawhi Leonard were supposed to go there and change the dynamic. You were supposed to be the A team. You were supposed to show and prove that you guys were now the better team in LA. But you guys couldn't even do that. You couldn't even do it because you guys are soft. You guys are frail. And Paul George is a postseason choker. Never there when you need him. All the money this man gets, he ain't never there. And then you got these fools talking about, yeah, Paul George, my GOAT. Paul George's game is smooth and Paul George's game is this. I'm so tired of hearing that stuff about Paul George and his two-way ability and his jump shot and his handle and all this stuff. He's a goof, Paul George. He's soft and he's frail. And he exposed himself yet again by saying, I felt like I was on the B team. Yeah, no duh. You did nothing to change that dynamic. Where were you at? Where were you at? You didn't win nothing. You guys could have went out there and won a championship and flipped everything over. But you didn't even lead the Clippers to a finals. You couldn't even make an NBA finals. No matter how much talent, no matter how much talent they have in that team. Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and a bunch of other guys. Guys like Zubac and a bunch of other role players that were solid, man. Norman Powell. They had a solid team, coached by Ty Lue. That team was good, man. But what happens? Guys like Kawhi Leonard don't show up, always hurt, and someone like a Paul George, once again, not raising his level of play, not earning the money he's getting paid, not earning the reputation that he had. And you talk about the B team, that's on you, Paul George, because you're a B player, man. You're not an A-list player. You're a B-list player. And that's why the Clippers didn't do anything when you were there. You did nothing for the LA Clippers organization, for the franchise. Nothing. You're out there in LA making commercials. You're out there in LA in the sun, out there on the beach. You're out there lollygagging, man. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're out there doing your stupid podcast. You're a goof, Paul George, and I don't respect you, man. Get off the podcast. Stop talking because you sound like an idiot. Every time he opens his mouth on his podcast, he's a fool. A fool. It's the same guy that said he felt disrespected by the Clippers and their offer to him. Who the hell are you? What have you done for the Clippers for them to give you some kind of crazy amount of money? So tired of these guys, man. These guys get all this money they don't earn. Soft dudes, man. Paul George is a straight punk, man. No respect for this guy. I feel like he was on a B team. So then why didn't you do something about that? You didn't do nothing about it. You didn't change the dynamic. You did nothing for the Clippers. All this money they gave you did nothing for them. All this talent that the Clippers had over the last several seasons, and they've done nothing. Once again, they didn't even make an NBA Finals. And I believe they went to, what, one Western Conference Finals in those years that they were there? It's an absolute joke, man. Paul George, once again, you expose yourself. Do me a favor, dude. Shut the hell up. Stay off the podcast, man. Lock it up. Close it down. Get rid of the podcast. Shut the whole thing down, man. Get rid of it. Retire. And then go do your podcast, man. And then go talk your goofy nonsense, man. I'm so tired of these guys, man. I love when they always tell me, yeah, the guys back in the day were plumbers and taxi cab drivers and this and that. These guys are TikTokers, podcasters, dress wearers. I mean, my goodness, they're carrying purses around. They're soft and sensitive. They're frail. Paul George. Pandemic P. You goof. Shut up. I feel like I was playing for the B team. Yeah, you were on the B team, and you knew that before you went there. And you still went there because your boy Kawhi Leonard was there, and you guys thought you were going to do something, and you guys did nothing. So you exposed yourself, you fool. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.